Hey Omnibus Collectors, it's Riley, and I'm back with another video. It's been a few months since I did my last collection update video, and so I figured it was about time, especially because I bought a new bookcase to display everything accordingly. So yeah, we're just going to jump right on in, and you can see behind me I have my Marvel shelves over here with my Boba Fett helmet on the top up there. I organize with my alphabetically, more or less, with my omnibus stuff on the top, mostly for the sake of keeping everything organized to where I can actually fit everything on the shelves, is how I sometimes put it. Like I have, some of the oversized hardcovers are up here with all the omnis, while other ones are down on their own. Mostly, it's just, I've got New Avengers here, so I continue with the other New Avengers, Dark Avengers, and then the more current Avengers stuff up here. So that's kind of how I organize this whole bunch of things. So alphabetically and by series, however it fits. Yeah, I don't know. It makes sense for me. But yeah, you can see here, Alias, Annihilation, Avengers, all that. Moving across, there's the complete 5-volume omnibus set of Brubaker's Captain America. Got some Daredevil going on here. Some Deadpool. There's a lot of Fantastic Four. That's the 3 Lee Kirby, 2 John Byrne. I've got Volume 1 of Ultimate. Yeah, I know the placement for that is weird, but like I said, sometimes it's just however it can fit is how it will fit. The 3 oversized hardcovers for Mark Waid, Hickman, Fraction, and go into some more stuff. Some more Omnis, got a lot of those, obviously, hence the name. Recently been working on my Punisher Max ones. Some Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man and Spider-Verse. Ultimate Spider-Man, got that 4th oversized hardcover. I'm working on collecting the rest of them, hopefully, in the near future. To Star Wars, move on to Thor. Thor oversized hardcover, and then I got Uncanny X-Force into Uncanny Avengers, which led to Axis, into my Wolverine and the X-Men. Then all my X-Force books. X-Statix was X-Force, so that's in between my X-Force Volume 1 and my X-Force oversized hardcovers by Kyle and Yost. And then that goes straight into X-Men. So I got the X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, and then I've got, of course, all of my oversized hardcovers here going all the way through. A lot of people ask me about, what are those oversized hardcovers? So here we go. Uncanny X-Men 1 and 2. I've got Days of Future Past, Asgardian Wars, Mutant Massacre, Fall of the Mutants, Inferno Prologue, Inferno. Just getting a little bit out of focus. X-Men Volumes 1 and 2, and that caps off the Claremont and Lee run. Then it goes into some other stuff: Extinction Agenda, Bishop's Crossing, Executioner's Song, Fatal Attractions, Phalanx Covenant, Age of Apocalypse, and The Companion, Operation Zero Tolerance, New X-Men, Astonishing X-Men, Supernovas, the Giant Size X-Men, which I put down here because it has the Mutant Genesis, or Deadly Genesis, which was Brubaker before Rise and Fall, Messiah Complex, Endangered Species, Utopia, Nation X, Necrotia, Second Coming, Age of X, Schism, All New X-Men, Battle of the Atom, and that wraps up all the oversized X-Men stuff. So, yes, I did work really diligently trying to collect all of those. There's still several oversized X-Men hardcovers I need, but hopefully that'll get wrapped up. Young Avengers, that's the last of my Omnis, and then it goes into oversized hardcovers that I don't have Omnibus for, like Guardians or Hulk. Infinity, I guess I could put up with the Avengers, Inhumans, and I did have Invincible Iron Man up there with the Iron Man Omnis, but they didn't fit anymore, so that's just how I had to organize it. Got my Premier Classic hardcover editions, organized by the character or team: Avengers, Fantastic Four, Rocket Raccoon, S.H.I.E.L.D., Spider-Man, Wolverine, X-Force, and then a bunch of X-Men. A couple of hardcovers, Astonishing Spider-Man, Wolverine, Marvel Boy, and then it goes into my paperbacks. Let's see, some highlights be all the Daredevil stuff I have. There's some Miller, there's the Loeb Sale, and then there's the Bendis and Brubaker continues there. The Hulk Visionaries, there's the ones that I currently have. I'm still missing 3 out of the 8. I've got a bunch of Hulk. This is all the Bruce Jones stuff, and then it goes into like the Greg Pak stuff. Then there's my Incredible Hercules run by Pak and Van Lente. Red Hulk by Jeff Parker, as well as the Red She-Hulk is in there too. Got my Mortal Iron Fist. A couple of Iron Man Epic Collections. I really love the way that the Epic Collections look on the shelf. Journey into Mystery by Kieran Gillen. Some Moon Knight, Mystique. My one volume of New Mutants and Classic is here. I'm working on trying to find the rest of those. Runaways, can't wait for that fourth and final volume to come out. She-Hulk, a bunch of Spider-Man. There's the two Alien Costume Saga collections, and then some Epic collections as well. And then I've got a lot of like more modern Spider-Man paperbacks going all the way through here with Big Time Volume 3. And a couple more random things. Thunderbolts, Venom, Warlock, Wolverine. There's a bunch of Wolverine paperbacks, and then it goes into X Factor. That's the entirety of the X Factor series by Peter David. Excuse me while I readjust myself. And then a bunch of X-Men paperbacks. Road to Onslaught, X-Corps. There's the whole Terry Austin run. Part of the Return of Claremont run. X-Men Legacy, the original series, and the Marvel Now series. And then a bunch of Marvel event paperbacks. Some Ultimate Marvel, some Max Marvel. There's Kick-Ass. I still haven't gotten Kick-Ass 3. And then some Star Wars paperbacks and the 12. So that wraps up my Marvel shelf. Nice big shelf over here. A lot of cool stuff on it. Get that into focus if I can. So yeah, I'm that's what I just added, was that tall skinny shelf over there. It used to just be the fat shelf, but I had to get the tall skinny one. Also, you can see we've been watching Orange is the New Black this weekend. Megan's not feeling great. You can say hi.
Bye.
She's not feeling great this weekend, so we're just taking it easy and watching TV, and I'm just, trying to take care of her and just being cool. Filming some some more videos because it's been a while since I did some. But anyway, so that's my Marvel stuff. Now we're going to move on over to my DC shelf. Alright, so my DC shelf is a lot taller than my Marvel shelf, and you can see I have a couple of Absolute Editions up on the top there because I can't actually put them vertically. They're too tall for the shelf. Eventually I'll have to adjust it to make them work. Let's take a shot of the shelf. So you can see the shelf is really tall here because I have an extra extended shelf up at the top. So the two Absolute Editions I have are the Green Arrow by Kevin Smith and Batman and Robin by Grant Morrison. I got some DC Omnis. There's Flash by Jeff Johns, Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, Hawkman Jeff Johns, JSA Jeff Johns, Planetary, Teen Titans by Jeff Johns, New Frontier. There's the Walt Simonson Orion. That one is Dial H, JLA Deluxe Editions by Morrison, Solo, Superman Unchained, and then it continues to my Joker figure there with a bunch of Batman stuff. There's the Batwoman Elegy, Batman Noir by Eduardo Risso, and then it goes into all the oversized hardcovers of the, I put those two out of order, but the Morrison run, so Black Glove, R.I.P., Batman and Robin, Return Bruce Wayne, Batman Inc., and then there's the 2 volumes of the second series of Batman Inc., and then just a bunch of various Batman hardcovers. There's Black Mirror, and then the New 52 Scott Snyder series, the New 52 Batwoman, a few more Batman hardcovers, including the Earth 1, and then I go into some Frank Miller, Batgirl and Robin Year 1, Loeb and Sale, and then a bunch of different Batman paperbacks. There's the Nightfall behind my Batman figure, No Man's Land, Bruce Wayne Murderer and Fugitive, Hush, Broken City, Under the Red Hood, and that's the first volume of the Bat Manga. And that goes into my New 52 Animal Man, Aquaman, Booster Gold, Catwoman, some Flash, Frankenstein. I only have the first paperback of the New 52 Flash. I have read the entire thing, I just never bought the other paperbacks. A bunch of Green Arrow by Grell, I Vampire, the old and the new series, Justice League International, which I really hope they continue collecting at some point, because I got about halfway through it. OMAC, Plastic Man, Resurrection Man, Secret Six, I used to have the original paperbacks of Secret Six, but I traded them so I could get the new ones as they're coming out. Seven Soldiers of Victory, Shazam, the complete Starman Omnibus. So got a couple of these guys over here. Here's my Superman paperbacks. Bunch of different Superman, the Action Comics by Morrison, All-Star. There's my Swamp Thing paperbacks of the Charles Soule's run. I used to have the Snyder paperbacks, but since they're releasing it in hardcover, I traded those out so I could get that one later. There's Wonder Woman, the whole New 52 series by Brian Azzarello and Cliff Chang. Here's some DC event collections: Crisis on Infinite Earths, Identity Crisis, Infinite Crisis, Final Crisis, Kingdom Come. This is the JLA Avengers crossover. DC Universe Stories of Alan Moore, the original paperback, not the new hardcover. And then there's some DC like non-Vertigo titles that are not part of the DC universe, like Ronin, Space Ghost, Desolation Jones, Authority, Watchmen, and I got the four before Watchmen. Next shelf, I start my Vertigo collection with these oversized hardcovers. 100 Bullets, complete series, Animal Man, which y'all know is like my absolute favorite comic of all time. DMZ 1 through 3, that one's still coming out right now. Doom Patrol, Flex Mentallo, House of Secrets, The Invisibles, Joe the Barbarian, Ocean Orbiter, Sandman. This is the Sandman Endless Night, Scalped, Why the Last Man, more Why the Last Man, with a Cassidy from Preacher figure. American Vampire, hardcovers, Django Unchained hardcover, the complete Alan Moore Swamp Thing in hardcover. This is the rest of Animal Man after the Morrison Omnibus. Day Tripper, Death, Enigma, Ex Machina. This is my Fables collection. I'm not completely caught up with it. I'm hoping that since the series is ending that they'll release an omnibus, but we'll see. The Filth, Hellblazer, these are all the new editions. Got up through volume 10 right now. It's Bird, Kid Eternity, Kill Your Boyfriend, Losers, the two like complete editions. Lucifer, all 5 of the new editions of that. The Nobody, Mystery Play, Northlanders. I got about half of Northlanders. I need to go back and get the rest. Other Side. There's all the paperbacks for Preacher, Punk Rock Jesus, Seaboy, Sebastian O, some other Swamp Thing. I know it's getting dark in this corner. Unknown Soldier, and then there's Unwritten and a few different little odds and ends. And then back here I've got my Wednesday comics, the big hardcover of that. So that is there's my Spider Jerusalem figure as well. I'm waiting on the Transmetropolitan Absolute Edition to come in right now. But so there's the DC shelf. A lot of cool stuff over there. I have some room to grow in there, unlike my Marvel shelf, so that's cool. Anyway, let's take a look over here. This is I've got a bunch of Blu-ray movies on the top of here and some action figures, but this is where I've been putting all my like non-Marvel and DC stuff, all my Image, Dark Horse, other publishers like that. So I've just got my Groots, got my Green Ranger, a bunch of different movies, Marvel Zombies, Speedy doing Speed. There's Link. Over here, a few more movies, Darth Vader, some Amiibo. That's not all of my video games, it's just a few that I left out here because these are the ones that I actually, we play more regularly, I guess. Complete TMNT cartoon, complete Breaking Bad on Blu-ray. And then here we go, starting on the comics. I got the complete paperback Scott Pilgrim and the complete hardcover. There's Seconds, also by Brian Lee O'Malley. Paul Pope's Battling Boy Volume 1, Essex County, Lost Dogs, both by Jeff Lemire. Jeff Smith's Complete Bone, Black Hole, Asterius Polyp. Next shelf, go into a couple of things by Craig Thompson, Goodbye Chunky Rice, and Blankets. I did have a copy of Habibi, but a friend of mine borrowed it and haven't seen it since. Some Adventure Time paperbacks, Deed and Mrs. Peel, Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, and Squee, both the Jonan Vasquez stuff. Ghost World, The Crow, Godzilla, Half Century War, Martha Washington, complete by Frank Miller, Umbrella Academy 1 and 2, Change. This is where I get into my Image paperbacks with this Change, Four Eyes, I Kill Giants, Invincible 1 and 2, Spawn, Compendium 1, the 2 Luther Strode, Mara, Midnight Nation, Walking Dead. This is the second one. I do have the first one, but it's being borrowed right now. Wanted, Wild Children, and then some hardcovers over here. This is Paul Pope, One Trick Ripoff, and other stuff. Just a bunch of short stories. Severed, BPRD, volumes 1 through 4 from Dark Horse. Hellboy Weird Tales, Mind Management 1 through 4 from Dark Horse as well. Here's the Amory Wars. This is Coheed and Cambria, that band, the comics that are based on their albums. Underwater Welder by Lemire, King City, Lock and Key, TMNT, Godzilla, Awakening, Butcher Baker. I get into now the Image Comics oversized deluxe hardcovers. Butcher Baker, Chew, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Fatale, Volume 1, Manhattan Projects, Peter Panzerfaust, Saga, Big Hard Sex Criminals, Zenith, Volumes 1, 2, and 3, Beasts of Burden, this is Hard Boiled. Got Buffy, Season 8, 1 through 4, Season 9, 1 and 2, and Angel and Faith, Season 9, Volume 1. Fear Agent 1 and 2 library editions, it's a complete series. I've got 1 through 6 of the Hellboy library editions. Big Damn Sin City, it is really big. There's the Fifth Beatle, Crawl Space by Rick Remender, and Alan Moore's Lost Girls. So that wraps up this whole thing. There's a stack of singles over here, just a bunch of stuff that I'm hoping to sell at some point. So yeah, that's everything on that shelf. Bunch of cool stuff over there. I read a lot more Image titles, like, now, like, as they come out and stuff, but I just don't have the collections yet, because I usually wait for those deluxe hardcovers. I used to have a lot more of the paperbacks, but I sold them in favor of, you know, trying to get all the hardcovers of things. Like, some stuff I still need to go back and buy, like Morning Glories. I'll eventually go back and buy that series. I love that series, but yeah, so I just wanted to mention that about the Image books, because I feel like I don't have as many Image books as I actually have read. Anyway, so now I'm in the bedroom, and this is my this is all my manga collection and some action figures on top of the shelves and stuff. So I used to collect a lot of manga. I used to have a ton more, like maybe like twice as much as I have now. I still retained a lot of it. I sold a lot of it just to make room for things, just not generally caring about some of the series I used to buy. But I used to buy like a ton all the time. Just a general quick glance at these shelves. A lot of cool stuff. These are double stacked. Like, there's more stuff behind here, because I ran out of room and I ran out of, you know, bookcases to display them on. This one's not double stacked because it can't really be double stacked since it's open on the sides. And then this is also mostly double stacked. You can see right here all the way down to the bottom there's 2 rows of books. And then these are my bigger manga: Akira, Uzumaki, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the new hardcover editions, Neon Genesis Evangelion, some of the ones that I've collected. I'd love to get some like statues rather than the figures, or at least like mini busts and stuff, but they're expensive, and I tend to spend the money on the books instead. Here's my classic Toy Biz X-Men setup. There's the original 5. There's the all new, all different. And then I also have those old, I don't know if y'all remember, but these like Burger King Pokemon Pokeballs, they had like golden cards inside. So I have like all 6 of those here. Then at the top of this shelf, I've got a lot of cool things. There's a big Talking Venom, Swamp Thing, Batman, Dark Knight Returns, Batman and Joker. It's a 12-inch Morpheus from Sandman or Dream. Big black costume Spider-Man. All my different, like, there's lantern rings. I'm missing the yellow one. It's in the closet somewhere. Flash ring. There's a Captain America ring. Legion ring. A bunch of different DC figures. Mostly Batman-related figures. There's a Blue Lantern Flash, Green Lantern Batman. There's a Black Lantern Batman back there. Flashpoint Batman. These are all the Batman from Return of Bruce Wayne. And then Deadpool, just in the back. And then here there's the Colossal Titan from Attack on Titan. Then there's Machine Man, Superior Spider-Man, and Phantom X, and then I've got a bunch of these, God, what were they called? I can't even remember at this moment. Z-Bots. One of my friends found like a huge bag of them, and I used to have these when I was a kid. I don't know if any of y'all remember them, but I used to have a ton of them as a kid, and they just disappeared, and he found a bag of them in his like attic or something, and I was like, dude, I would love those, and he's like, okay, I'll send it to you like as an early birthday gift. And there's a few, like a couple Captain Americas and a Spider-Man I have laying there. And then down here, it's one of my long boxes, just stuff that I haven't gotten rid of yet. I'm trying to sell all of my single issues and just focus on collections. Then on top, there's a bunch of stuff from Free Comic Book Day. And then there's my my corner with all my decorations, my wall decorations. But anyway, so that's about it. I'll show off like just one other thing real quick. Our closet is not the most organized, but I've got just stacked up a bunch of like movies and games and stuff that I didn't have room for out there. So yeah, I mentioned in my last video, which was my June 2015 mega haul, that I was going to do a, because someone asked me about it, about my video games. I said I'd do a video where I talked about my video games, so that one will come soon. You'll see all that stuff that I have in the closet. But anyway, yeah, that's what I've got for, this is my collection. I try to go through really fast because since I have so many books, I don't want to pause and talk about every single one and pull every single one off the shelves. But if there's anything in particular that y'all want to see me talk about, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to make a like Omnibus of the Week video about that or something like that. Or I'll link you to a video where I talked about that particular book when I got it, because I do talk about every single book when it comes in. So yeah, if there's anything y'all want for me to talk about at a later time, just mention it in the comments. I'll try to get to that. As always, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch me do my thing. It's always awesome. Please, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. That'd be really cool. Like and comment. Check out my website, www.theomnibuscollector.com. I'll have a link down below. And, as always, just you guys have a great one. Stay classy, all that general stuff that I tend to say at the end of the videos. We'll see you next time.